in and grab a seat. Food for thought, you in for a treat. Hot topics, knowledge being spread. It's like warm butter across the bread. Smooth, I know you like that. Flow with the grain and don't fight that. You want righteous love, you found the right match. With Marty McFly, they on the right track. Yeah, gotta dig the dirt to plant the seed. Spread roots till you sprout like a tree. Donnie Jones, she the one you wanna see. Donnie Jones Live, this is what you wanna be. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live.
Hey, welcome to Donnie Jones Live. I am Donnie the Tree, hanging out with
that guy, Marty McFly, doing what I do in this beautiful new year. Wonderful new year.
Oh my gosh.
With all of the just wonderful blessings, all the new opportunities. It's just, I see the sunlight of this new year.
I see the sunlight of the new year and happy holidays that are now over, right?
Yeah. I forgot my mug. My mug
You
is over
did.
there.
You gotta get your mug. Get your mug. Get your mug.
Yep.
It's only the people on YouTube and Facebook that are gonna see. The people on the radio.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's true.
But guess what? We love you all. So if you're hearing us on the radio, thank you for checking us out. If you're checking us out online, thank you for checking us out. If you're, where else would they be checking us out? On TV.
On TV, Peachtree TV.
Yes.
DeKalb TV.
DeKalb 25.
DeKalb 25. You know, just type in Donnie, and she gonna pop up somewhere.
Yeah.
Her forehead popping up somewhere.
I'm trying to get Marty to pop up. Mardy.
Yeah. But you know what? Because I've tried this, I wanted to make sure ain't nobody was looking for me. But if you just type in Mardy, Mardy.
Yeah.
Ringer, that's my, it's Marty McFly Ringer.
That's right.
If you type that in, you will find me.
Good.
And usually I'm on YouTube, you know. Just don't hold everything that you see on there. You know, I've had a long life,
man.
And
you have had a long life. And we have had a great life, and we've had a very exciting 2021, and it's only it's a week or two into the year, so you know.
It's interesting. So how was your new year started out?
I ain't gonna lie. Okay, and this, for those of you that have been following us a while, he's asking me this. We talked about it on the last show, so you want to check out the last show, go to YouTube. I did travel, and he's asking me how was my new year because I was out of town when the new year started. I was in Utah skiing with my family. Yes, I am a curvy, brown-skinned, black woman, African-American woman that was out in Utah skiing with my beautiful, culturally diverse family. And it was a great time, and I had an awesome time. I did much better this year. This is like my third time skiing, and I did way better. And I had a wonderful new year, and I was very hopeful going into 2021.
Yeah.
And I'm still hopeful.
I'm still hopeful.
But a couple days ago, which I know we'll talk about that later, but someone said to me the other day, 2020 turned 21 and started drinking. So that's how I'm feeling right now.
Like
but it's gonna be a great year. But man, how was your holiday?
My holidays was good. You know, my new year is, I see the wonderful sunlight in the year. I'm still motivated. You know, I'm seeing everybody on TV expressing themselves so freely. All over the place. And it's like we're all able to get along. You can now protest without worrying about cops beating you up. We're in a new day. 2021. I'm saying you can actually protest now, and dogs are not sent after you.
Really? You're not going to get beat up with a billy club?
You're not getting beat up
You can break into buildings.
Right, and take photos.
Exactly.
You can actually do crimes and take selfies.
You can be called a patriot.
Right.
You can break stuff, break into people's buildings, break windows, and be called a patriot.
Look where we're at. We have come so far.
Progress.
I am just like, really, we on the radio, so I can't really say what I want to say.
I know you can.
And using the language that I would love to use. Yes,
but guess what? Some of our stuff is on YouTube and Facebook, so you can say it and then bleep out the part for the radio.
It'll be probably a good 10 minutes of just beep, beep,
no, okay, we're not
and that beep, beep, boop, and they can kiss my mustard seed, that little boop, boop.
Okay, that's a
good
way to say that, mustard seed. They can kiss your mustard seed.
Oh yeah, I go to church and that's how they cuss in church.
That's how they cuss in church?
They out, got to be biblical and stuff.
I like church cussing, that's good. That remember that, kids, you don't have to say the naughty words. You could use an alternative. My grandma used to say dog foot.
Oh yeah.
Like if something made her mad, she was like, dog foot. I was like, okay. I don't know what that means, but okay.
I just say some things like, that's some old fishy BS right there.
Yeah.
You know, Bible study.
Got it.
You know, that's some fishy Bible study. You need to check that out.
Got it. Yeah. So what are you looking forward to in 2021? And by the way, thank you guys for checking us out online and here.
I'm looking forward to that dude getting out of that office.
Okay.
That's number one. I guess the other thing is just, you know, grasping the new opportunities, not letting them pass by this year. You know, because a lot of times we have a tendency of getting opportunities placed on our table and we sleep on it. You know. Well,
speaking of opportunities, a little birdie told me that you're going to be shooting a movie this year. You've got a documentary coming up.
Yeah.
I won't say about what. We're keeping that under wraps. But you got a documentary, and also, and we're talking about a company called Vast Productions, which both Marty and I own, but he actually is the brainchild behind it. But some big projects coming up.
We got some things coming up that, you know, I just want to make sure that I am using those opportunities that God has blessed us with. So it's like, you know, just doing it to the fullest and reaching to the top. You know, that's my goal for this year. You know, that's my...
I think one of the people that he actually just shot, for those of you that are in the music industry or that have a small business, he actually just shot a really awesome commercial for a singer. I'm not going to say her name, I know, because it hasn't come out yet, but there's a lot of people that are business people or entrepreneurs or people that own small businesses or that are artists that do listen to us. So I would... if you guys do want to find out more about that, I'm going to give you our alternative number on the next show. But for right now, you can reach us at 1-888-349-DONNIE. That's 1-888-349-DONNIE. Once again, Vast Productions, he's over that, and he does great. I mean, just the team that you've put together to do these commercials and
trying to
shoot these documentaries, I'm so proud of you.
We're just trying, you know, you after a while, you got to get off the porch, as they say.
Yes.
You know, and just really strive to do the best that you can and, you know, take the bull by his horn. So that's enough about me. This show is not about me this year. It's about you, Donnie. So
it's about us.
No, it's about Donnie Jones. I got my mic right now.
You do.
But it's about Donnie Jones and the treat. Is that a new shirt too?
It is. I got a new shirt on.
You are doing this branding and everything.
Let me tell you what. Don't laugh now. Okay, actually, that might have been a compliment. But you guys, I have been on this weight loss journey, right? And I bought this shirt probably 2 years ago, and I haven't worn it, or I tried wearing it once, and I felt like I was gonna be, you know, suffocated. So I've lost enough weight to where I feel a little more comfortable wearing it. It's still a little snug. But yeah, this is one of our new company shirts with the little zipper in the front and the little spandexy thing going, showing a few curves and stuff like that. So yeah, so for me this time, this year, I really plan on continuing the journey that I'm on, but getting some more specific results. Meaning, I know yesterday when we went to lunch to talk about our upcoming show and some of the projects we're working on, I did have a salad with some steak on it. Periodically, I do throw a little meat in there. So those of you that have been following me, and I said that I'm vegan, clearly, if I'm eating a steak, I'm not vegan. I call myself a flexitarian, meaning periodically I might throw a little bit of meat in there, but primarily I eat vegetables and just trying to really focus on my health this year, especially with everything that's been going on with the coronavirus and getting healthy and stuff. Which,
you know what? That brings up an interesting question too, a conversation that I don't know if we have enough time to really unpack that, but you told me something about you being blocked on Facebook.
I was blocked. Okay, somebody else was blocked for saying crazy stuff.
Yeah, well,
on the internet.
You was blocked.
But I was blocked for telling people to get healthy. Like literally, they blocked my post. They blocked my post. They said it was, what's the word that they used? It could be construed as harmful. And all I said, I gave guidelines for getting people healthy, meaning, why are you coughing over here? We in the middle of a pandemic. So anyway, vitamin D3, I'm going to still say it because you know what? You want to block me, you can block me if you want to. Vitamin D3, zinc, apple cider vinegar, tons of water, get some exercise and get some rest and take care of yourself. Yeah. But what the difference was, I put it in a, actually it's a friend of mine that is one of my clients who I've become friends with. He actually put it in a, like a form.
Okay.
So I guess it looked kind of official, but it was just a PDF. It was just a PDF or a sheet of paper that you know, we took a picture of and put up there to what people can do to keep themselves healthy. And it was nothing out of the blue. It wasn't taking any drugs. It was just doing some healthy, good stuff. And
Did you say that was it the prevent coronavirus tag or anything like that?
It was something like that, yeah.
Oh, that's why you got flagged. Oh, okay. I see, yeah.
So they don't want you to know the truth.
Wait, so you and that same dude, they kind of throw out rhetoric of just like, this is how I feel today.
No, let me tell you something.
And you got blocked and he got blocked and...
Can I tell you something?
What?
I'm going to tell you straight up.
Okay.
This man's daughter was in the hospital.
Okay.
Okay? Wasn't getting better.
Okay.
Okay. He gave her the stuff that we talked about, including some elderberry and... I think it's black seed oil and some other stuff, naturopathic stuff.
Wait, time out. So you said this man's daughter was in the ER or in the hospital?
Yeah.
They wouldn't give her nothing?
They gave her something, but she looked like she was spiraling.
They just didn't even give her aspirin or anything like that.
They gave her the stuff.
But then he came in and because I got some berries. Take these berries.
Elderberries.
And then she started like, oh, feel good. That's the spinach and I'm getting out of here tomorrow. These doctors ain't been doing nothing.
She's at home now.
You know. So I'm gonna just say this. I give credit to the doctors, the nurses, and the people that are actually in there doing it day to day to day to day to day. You know, it's kind of like it's funny. It's funny. It's kind of like people at church that you know. It's like you. I might be with you since you was 10 until you 25, working with you day on and day out, you know, trying to make you a man. And then at 26, you find somebody else and say, you know what, they just changed my whole world. Yeah. They just took care of me.
They took you to the next level.
They took you to the next, because they said two things that was just kind of.
And it made a difference.
And it's like, really? So the whole 10 years of making you a man, they ain't.
Do you know 10 to 25 is more than 10 years, right?
Okay, well, 15.
Whatever.
But then, you know what I'm saying?
But seriously.
So I say my workers that have been there,
the doctor's thingy did help.
And then I wonder,
raising her immune system.
I wonder, why did she get blocked? You know, all these doctors that spent all these years trying to figure this out. I wonder why she got blocked.
This is the beautiful thing about having more than one show. If you go to the Donnie Jones show where I'm just by myself, I can tell you the truth about what's going on.
Hey, you need to check it out now because she might be blocked coming up soon.
I know, right?
Okay? Look, you're listening
let's take a break.
Yeah. You're listening to Donnie Jones Live with the crazy Donnie Jones and me, Marty McFly, and we'll be right back.
Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live. It's Donnie Jones Live, Donnie Jones Live.
Welcome back to Donnie Jones Live, where you are hanging out with me, Donnie the Tree Lady, owner of Don's Tree Service here in Atlanta,
and me, that guy, Marty McFly, I guess, let's see, CEO, but owner of Vast, co-owner of Vast Production, St. Mark pastor or minister, head do boy, all of the other kind of good stuff.
All those awesome things.
Right, just work a whole bunch of different hats, but now.
So Marty,
yes,
what's going on in the world today?
You know, it's a lot of different things.
To talk about?
You know, I don't know with the Royals. I don't know what's going on with them, but you know, something may.
I think there was something else going on that we could talk about.
You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, Donnie, and I'm gonna just be really. I remember waking up Wednesday morning and I was about to do a Bible study.
Yeah.
And somebody asked me, they said, well, how are you doing today?
Yeah.
I said, I'm doing okay because it's early.
Yeah.
I haven't cut on the TV. Yeah, I haven't answered the phones or anything like that. So far, it's been a good day.
It has.
And then all of a sudden, my brother started texting me all this kind of crazy stuff. And I'm like, man, stop playing.
Yeah.
You know, stop. You know, this ain't the time because I ain't got to.
Right.
Not really realizing what was going on. And then I turned on CNN and I'm like, is this really?
I didn't think it was real.
I was upset.
No, I knew it was real, but.
No, it was like this. I was upset at the riot.
Yeah.
I got pissed off when I realized that this dude started it and had a little speech before to say, let's go do this. Let's go. That's what, just like, wait a minute. You initiated, you were at the forefront. He incited a riot. Right. And people lost their lives because of this.
Yeah.
And
people are dead.
Right.
Because of what came out of that dude's mouth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Period.
And pretty much it's like, this is this is what I really wanted.
Yeah, but exactly. And the thing is, he supported this. He wasn't in dismay about this.
No.
He supported this.
Oh yeah.
And the thing is that got me is that everybody was in an uproar the day it happened. The following day, though, the stations that support this dude were trying to spin it like, well, you know, it's not that bad. They were just protesters, just like the protesters for Black Lives Matter. I'm like, no, not at all.
And the treatment to them was a lot different too.
Totally different. Totally different. They were.
Give y'all a curfew.
And here's the thing, did you get? Well, they did do a curfew.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They gave a curfew, and y'all go home. You know, and even him coming back out there saying, "I love y'all." You know, I really appreciate y'all. Just go. Really?
Yeah. You destroy. You break into our Capitol, and you get. I love y'all. Yeah. Now, I will say this disclaimer. There's no disclaimer.
Well, how do you say I put in this disclaimer?
Okay, I'm putting a disclaimer. I don't believe violence is appropriate on any side. I really do. I don't support tearing up buildings. I don't support tearing up people's businesses. I don't support breaking into buildings. I don't care right or left side. But the way that they were treated Wednesday compared to the way other groups are treated, very interesting. Very interesting. And I think it's a perfect example of privilege. It's a perfect example of privilege. That you can do a crime. Let me tell you how bold they were with it. They break into a government facility, do a crime, videotape themselves doing it.
Doing selfies.
Exactly. And then people are like, well, they were just patriots. No, let me tell you something. There were Confederate flags flying.
But wait.
There were Auschwitz flags.
I don't know if you saw it though. This is the one thing that stood out to me that was really interesting and funny. So I saw a picture of people that they're looking for that they said that were really involved in this. And I think it was on the screen, I want to say it might have been 8 different individuals.
Yeah.
It was 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom.
Yeah.
And it was a dude of color, the first one.
The Latino guy.
He was Latino.
He looked kind of Latino, yeah.
He looked like he was from like the south side of
Americans.
Decatur.
Really?
He looked like, to me, now I know my eyesight ain't great, you know, but he looked like he was, and I started thinking like, I wonder if that was just like product placement in a sense, or in a sense of saying.
There were people, there were people out there. Very few people. There were the people they call blacks that support Trump or something like that. Yeah. I don't get it. But anyway.
Can we revoke their black card?
No. Here's what happens though. It's self-loathing. That's all it is. It's self-loathing. Now, I do know some black Republicans, which there's nothing wrong with being a black Republican.
I know. That's what we friends.
So,
I'm cool with you. But finish your thought.
I'm not a black Republican. I'm independent. But being a black Trump supporter is what I don't get, especially after everything that he's said and done.
Yeah.
And I know that, by the way, the views of this show do not necessarily reflect the views of some of the stations that we are on. And we understand that, and I know this is a sensitive subject, but at the same time, at some point as a community, we've got to start talking about these things. The fact that there are some people that are treated differently than others, we've got to start talking about those things.
Yeah. I'm ready to talk about it.
Let's talk.
Let's talk. But now, you know what the thing about it is, after a while, what does the talking do? I'm saying we need to have some changes that need to be made, but where do you even start with the changes? Because everybody, even, I know LeBron James was talking about it, like, you know, you can see the difference of how they're treating people. We can see it, but actually what changes?
I think by talking about it and us bringing it to light, it will hopefully bring about change. You know
what's interesting, Donnie? Because you had started, right before we started the show, you were telling me about an individual that you were talking to that sometimes in their perception is just not connecting to reality.
Well, here's what I was telling him. Before the show, there was a friend of mine that called me and like literally just was furious, and she's not a woman of color. She's white, and she was furious at what was happening in our capital, in our nation's capital. Mm-hmm. And she kept going, Doni, I don't understand. Why didn't they have police? Why weren't these people being arrested? Why weren't they being taken to jail for what they were doing to our capital? Mm-hmm. I don't understand. Where was the National Guard? How could they do this? And I thought, wow.
Yeah.
Because in her mind, and she's a good person, she was like, these people are doing something wrong, therefore they should be arrested and they should be held accountable, which is correct. Mm-hmm. She's absolutely correct in her assumption, but she's a really good person, and she tries to not see, I don't like the word not see color, but she tries to see what's wrong is wrong and what's right. Uh-huh. So in her mind, she's like, I don't get it. Why weren't they arrested? Why weren't they held accountable?
You know, I can just imagine her hanging up the phone saying, you know what, I'm gonna write a letter. You know, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. Where is my pen at? You know, because they don't get it. You know, it's
but it's not all of them. Because I had another friend call me late yesterday in the evening and was like, you know what, Doni, if they were black, they would have been treated completely different.
Oh, that's if a lot of black people had showed up on the steps.
Yeah.
Had started gathering.
Yeah.
Down the street.
Just gathering, not even doing anything.
We got a problem here, y'all.
Yeah.
We need to go ahead and get the National Guard. We got some people of color. They got, I don't know what they doing.
I don't know what they're doing, but it can't be
Make
good.
sure y'all got the guns loaded, okay?
Yeah.
We ain't gonna play this time.
But here's the thing that nobody's talking. Well, I think some people are talking about this. Those of us that saw them gathering, the 45 supporters, Trump supporters, we knew something was going to jump off. Like, this wasn't a surprise.
He said,
like, we knew.
Stand back and be patient. We're going to pop it off.
Stand down and stand back.
Right. Now, and he publicized it. And it also said we're going to do another one on the inauguration day. You know, when Biden's supposed to take the oath, we're going to protest then. That's where you're going to, right?
Yep, I'm going. Yeah. And let me tell you why I'm going.
Understand.
What?
You do look like you got color in you.
I am black.
And
let me tell you something. Let me tell you why I'm going. Okay, I am going because I'm not afraid of these people.
No, she's not.
Okay, nope. I'm not afraid of them.
I'm
not afraid of them, and my ancestors died. And I will use this platform, and you guys can follow Mardy on this, or you can follow me on this.
Yep.
I am going to use this platform to say anybody that cares about this country should show up for the inauguration in full force. Meaning numbers, not full force, meaning violence. No violence. I don't want any violence whatsoever. We should show up and stand in solidarity of love and peace to stand there and say, listen, this is our country, and we are going to stand peacefully and say we're going to work together as a country and not put up with this foolishness. Anybody that wants to go to D.C., I think they should go.
Yeah. Did you go to Obama's?
I didn't get a chance. I didn't, no. But that's one of the main reasons why I'm going to this one. Is because I didn't go to Obama's.
Okay.
And I'll be darned if I'm going to miss watching a woman of color become the first vice president. I'm not going to miss it.
You know what? You're right. I think that is something that we should support. Be there. And it wouldn't be a bad idea, like, my wife is a woman of color, and I would love for her to be there, and I would love for you to be there too. And you know what? We could do a whole documentary of you going to the inauguration and everything.
I think that's a good idea.
Right? If you're going to pay for it and fly us up there, I'm down.
You want to do that for real? No, seriously, are you saying that for real?
Hey, this is how this works. I might be getting it. No, but we will talk about that off air because you got corona sometimes.
No, but I'm serious. I would love to have a camera there and us do something.
We will think about this. We're on the air right now.
Okay,
she just,
that's
why I was saying this is kind of.
I just go with an idea.
She just go. I throw something out there, and I just, and she just like, yeah, let's do it.
Let me tell you something. Vast Productions. That's what we do.
Yeah. You know what? We're gonna take a break. And we're going to talk about this off air. And
Exactly. And by the way, if you do have a comment about the show, or even if you agree or don't disagree with us, call us at 1-888-349-DONI.
Yep.
That's 1-888-349-DONI.
Right. And leave a message this time. Don't just call and just hang up. Just let us know.
I think what it is they think they're going to talk to one of us immediately. You actually could get a chance to talk to one of us if you leave a message and how to get in contact with you.
I might call you back late at night. Just when I ain't got nothing to do.
Don't tell your wife that.
Hey, what you doing?
I'm just not
This Marty McFly. Anyway, we'll take a long break.
Really?
You're
Is that a
listening to Doni
surprise?
Jones Live with Doni Jones and me, Marty McFly. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
It's Doni Jones Live, Doni Jones Live. It's Doni Jones Live, Doni Jones Live. It's Doni Jones Live, Doni Jones Live.
Hey, welcome back to Doni Jones Live, where I'm actually thinking about taking Marty to DC with me.
You know what? I gotta really, cause see, I don't want to be hypocritical, cause I'm one of the people that I'll stand up and say, you know, you don't need to fly, you don't need to go anywhere, you know, stay safe. Free ticket to where? Well, I can put some duct tape on my mask and I'll be, you know.
Wear a mask. We are going to be socially distancing and wearing a mask.
But you know what, Doni? I'm really intrigued with these cups, because you are doing a lot of marketing, and it's really, you know, fascinating to me, because you do the billboards. You always got these new T-shirts and everything, and these little sweatshirts and the spandex shirts, and I don't.
It's not spandex. Well, actually, I think it is spandex.
I don't know what that is. What was those? Is that like a Speedo top or something?
It's not a Speedo. It's like the stretchy material. If I were thinner, it'd probably look less stretchy, but you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one alone. But for your business, how does this actually help? And you know, has it been a benefit?
It has.
In your industry? Because I'm gonna take this and it's gonna be in my house, and I'm gonna use this and use this and use. Or I might just keep it for the show too.
Yeah.
But with advertisement and product placement, marketing in a sense, you know, how was this really benefiting your company, and you see the growth of it?
Well, a lot of times people will get a business card, and nowadays people just want your Instagram or your Facebook or whatever. And then it's a fleeting thought, you know. But my main thing is I actually wanted to do the cups. I wasn't even thinking about marketing. I was actually thinking, you know, it's a nice way to say thank you to our clients that we've done true work for. So what I did was I got cups made, and I put some little chocolates in it, and some hot chocolate, and I also put a copy of my book, From Failure to Fabulous.
Fabulous to Failure.
And I get From Failure to Fabulous.
From Failure to Fabulous.
You said fabulous to failure. That would not be where I want to go.
Isn't that like a part of the book though? Isn't that some area in there that you?
From Failure to Fabulous.
Well, you know what? For me,
find it on Amazon. So anyway.
Okay, sorry.
That's all right. No, what were you gonna say?
I was just reiterating your book. You was talking about your book. And From Failure to
anyway, I packaged that, sent it out to my clients, and I got so many people that were like, "Thank you so much. Can I get one from a friend of mine?" I was like, "Oh, you want one of my cups for a friend of yours?" You know. But here's the other thing I thought about, because I was thinking, you know, I see a lot of companies that put their name on stuff, and it's a part of branding, and it's also part of keeping your name on top of mind. For example, I know people are not walking around the streets going, "Ooh, let me call a tree service." But when they need a tree service, because I've done so much marketing, and I try to stay in the public eye and put my billboards out, put stuff out on social media. When somebody does need something and they see my name, they feel familiar with it.
It reminds me of years ago when I was working in radio. Every Saturday we would be at a car company, the car lot. I think it was back in the day, Bill Hurt Chevrolet. Yeah. You know, and they were spending a lot of money in advertisement. And I remember sitting there talking to one of my, I remember he's actually on one of the stations that we work with, Simon. I remember sitting there in a conversation with him asking, why do these people keep doing these remotes? Why are we always out here? You know, and he's like, you know, because I don't wake up, hear the radio and say, you know what, let me just go ahead and buy a car today.
Right.
Said, but when you do, that name is already in your head.
Why you
and you get up and like, oh, you know what, I need to go, let me go to Bill Hurt Chevrolet. You know, now, Bill, I'm not trying to give y'all no free, you know, advertisement. However,
they might be a sponsor of the show one day.
Come holler at me. I do need a car.
Yeah.
But
you just got a car.
I can still always use another one.
That's true.
You know,
that's true.
I'm gonna save the rest of my comment on that, because I'm trying to be better too. That's another thing that I'm trying to do this year is watch my language, because you know, in recent days we realize how your words have big influences on the people that listen to you. You know, and sometimes I'm doing things comedically or humorously, and I'm thinking, okay, I want to make sure that people know this is a joke, you know, or this is, you know, don't take this for, you know, I don't want a little kid coming up to me saying something that I said on the radio. And I gotta like, well, see what had happened was what I really meant was, don't, so anyway, don't try to major in that business in your neighborhood, A lot of times I'll talk about little Ricky down the street.
Oh, okay. You lost me first. I got it.
I know. I saw your left eye go, huh? But every once in a while I'll play with stuff like that of saying, little Ricky started his business, out of his house selling whatever. Yeah. But I do want to make sure that that is not the smart thing to do. Don't, Right. So just anyway.
But if you're starting a legitimate business, which Don's Tree Service is, you do want to market. You do want to promote your business. You do want to talk about your business. And usually, I think people think that, it's going to be too much. It's going to be, too much of an intrusion if I talk about your self-promotion is, there's a movie called The Greatest Showman, and it talks about Barnum and Bailey or P.T. Barnum or whatever. Okay. One of the things that made him so successful is promotion, self-promotion. Steve Harvey, so anybody that is successful, they promote their talent or they promote their product. Mm-hmm. You look at McDonald's. McDonald's does not make the best hamburgers in the world, but they are always constantly out there promoting, and they've got a system to where if you get a burger in China, it's going to, hopefully, I don't know, I've never been to China, it would be the same burger in
probably
Alabama.
Wouldn't. Actually, it probably wouldn't taste just because over
you're
there.
Probably right.
No, but their marketing, you're right.
Marketing,
because if you think about it, excuse me, McDonald's usually, they don't really advertise their French fries.
Right, but their French fries are so good.
The French fries are good. They don't always advertise their Big Mac.
Right.
What they advertise is their name and the wellness of family, kids. Yes. Ronald McDonald ain't, he's not saying,
do they still do Ronald McDonald?
Yeah, that little dude's still around, I think.
Okay.
But, they try to live or sell a lifestyle in a sense. Yeah. Have family. Bring your, what was the little boy's name? Calvin back in the day? About working at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Calvin, he don't move up to fries now.
Yeah.
That wasn't selling hamburgers.
Right.
That was selling a lifestyle career.
McDonald's.
Know our name. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. How do we stay in your ears?
Yeah.
So with marketing, you have to do that. That is
and by the way, Morgan. My husband's name is Morgan. Mardy.
Don't get that confused at the wrong time. I'm telling you, don't.
I'm hurting him.
Yeah, don't call him Mardy.
For those of you that have heard our jingle on the radio, Marty's actually the one that him and his production team put that together. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you're right, and I think a lot of small business people don't take that into consideration when they're building their business. You've got to market, promote, and build your brand. Market, promote, and build your brand. Market, promote, and build your brand. Because especially during times like now, where people are starting to be a little bit more sensitive about where they're spending their money, you've got to build relationships. We were talking about going down to, we actually want to come meet some of the people in South Carolina. And I actually got a call, was it Arkansas? Arkansas. It was Arkansas. We got a call from one of the stations in Arkansas. So we'll be coming to Arkansas to say hi to you guys, and we're talking about doing a remote. And it's so that we can build a relationship with you all. You guys can get to know us and feel, a connection between our show and the community.
And it would be great because you can get a chance to see Donnie and get her autograph and everything. And
and Marty's.
Nope. I'm still socially distancing. So I will send her, and we can do it live on Zoom. You can be there with everybody. I'd be home with my laptop. We could do it live and everything.
I got a question. Why is it you willing to go to D.C. but you won't go to Arkansas?
Well, it's I've never been to the inauguration. I got family up there, and some of them owe me money.
You silly dude.
I got a brother that live in D.C. right now. He owe me 25.
How many brothers do you have?
Well, let's just say my mama had a happy life. No, I actually
your dad, not your mom.
Well, things different in the South. No, but actually, I only have 3 brothers. Okay. I have 2 brothers now. 2 brothers.
Okay.
So, it's 5 of us. 2 brothers, 2 sisters.
Well, that's not too bad. There was 11 of us, so. But my mama and dad were having a good time.
They both had a good life, huh?
Yes, they did.
Okay, yeah. We need to do a documentary of that one.
I thought we were. Well, no, we're not documenting that aspect of their life.
11 of them in a 1-bedroom house.
No, it was not. But there was 6 of us in a. It's weird. And I thought, I don't know why, but you had me thinking about stuff yesterday. I was mad at him because he had me thinking all this emotional stuff. But I just think it was so interesting, because at one point there was 5 of us in a house before we moved to a house that was bigger. And even when we moved to a house that was bigger, there were still, before they had another kid, they had mostly girls. So my brother had a room, and then me and 2 of my sisters shared a room. And I'm like, why does he get his own space, And like, cause he's a boy. And I'm like, but it wasn't like he was a boy that was doing anything. He was like not 8.
Yeah,
it was like 7, 8 years old.
At that point,
I'm like,
7, 8, you can.
There's not,
Oh yes, so you can at 7 and 8. Trust me, you get those thoughts already.
Oh God.
7 and 8, yep. You ain't never play hide and go get it at 7 or 8.
Okay.
I'm
thinking family, and I'm thinking family dynamics. I don't know what he's talking about, but I just thought it was interesting that even though our parents were not at a point where they were moving into a bigger house, the house that we did have, you could have split the kids evenly between the 2 bedrooms, but they were like, no, your brother, needs his own space.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that. I'm saying most parents that I talk to with 2 kids, a male and a female, you don't.
At the time, 4 kids.
Yeah, 4 of them. 3 of y'all gonna be y'all girls. Y'all gonna stay on over there. And I don't care if your cousins, brothers. Yeah, y'all. I'm saying, like, think about it. At 8 years old, it's not like.
But I'm not talking about a teenager.
I know. At 8 years old, y'all don't need to take baths together.
No, you don't. You don't take a bath together.
Okay, well, you don't need to share your room together. You don't need to share the bed together.
No, you don't share the bed. You put a separate bed.
So you don't even share the room.
Okay.
I'm just saying, one of those. Anyway, you are listening to Doni Jones, and I can see. You know what? You are making me really wonder, why did they ban you on Facebook? That's an extra feat. Just You're listening to Doni Jones Live.
I was telling the truth.
Yeah.
Doni Jones Live. If you have
Pink
a comment,
dude was doing that.
Anyway, if you have a comment or a question
or reprimand,
whatever, exactly.
Yep.
Call us at 1-888-349-DONI. That's 1-888-349-DONI.
We'll
3664.
be right back.
Yeah.
It's Doni Jones Live, Doni Jones Live. 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 It's Doni Jones Live.
Hey, you are listening to Doni Jones Live. I am Doni, the tree lady.
And I am that guy, Marty McFly. You know what, Doni, I got a question for you.
Sure, what's up?
How long do you save like Christmas cards?
Forever. Forever, yeah.
Birthday cards like that?
Forever. I got a big drawer. I got a drawer with tons of cards.
Thanksgiving cards?
Forever.
Now,
granted, sometimes it gets lost and stuff like that, but yeah. Why?
You know what? You're better than me, and I know this is wrong.
Open that?
I just got it yesterday.
Okay, well then you're good.
Yeah. I just got it yesterday, but I know what was in there. But usually, and I know this is wrong, I'll open it. If any money in there,
oh God,
take that.
I'm gonna act like he's
and then the card kind of goes somewhere, and like after a while, it ain't like I got a drawer, and because I'm saying, look, I'm getting up in age, and if I kept every Christmas, New Year's, birthday,
a box,
and usually it's just somebody's signature.
But let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because. When I was a kid, people would give us little toys. We would get things from our parents or get things from our grandparents and stuff. And my parents never really kept up with stuff. So as I got older and wanted to go back, well, hey, what about that one doll I had? Or what about when grandma gave me this or whatever? They don't have it.
Okay.
So as I got older and had more control over my time and everything and my stuff, I started keeping stuff. Now there's some stuff I've lost,
Oh yeah.
But generally speaking, if it's a card or something like that, I keep it. And here's the other thing. Sometimes you'll have I'm not saying a bad day, but sometimes you'll have a moment where you're not feeling 100% yourself. You can go back through those items, and it just feels nice.
Memory lane.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It just things for me. It's like I appreciate them, but I just don't hold on to them. It's just I don't have that connection with it for some reason.
Right.
So I you know, and I kind of bring that up because a lot of people hold on to things for years and years and years and years, and sometimes those things bog them down too.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know, and I think of relationships with people, and I didn't mean to go down this track record or this pathway, but just like cards and those old memories, sometimes people hold on to them, and sometimes it's the negative things that they hold on to.
That's true too.
That actually affects their lives moving forward.
Well, I haven't kept anything from like an old boyfriend or anything like that.
What?
No, I don't
old
keep that
pictures?
I don't keep old pictures of old people I used to date or anything like that. Nothing. None of that.
Does your husband?
No.
Do you know? Have you asked him?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, well, you know.
I don't think he does.
I know he keeps it in his memory.
I've been married for 17 years, so I don't believe this year will be 18.
Yeah, okay, well, you know.
Can you believe that? I've been married almost 20 years.
Wow.
I love that guy. So yeah.
Yeah, you know, honestly, I don't think I have any pictures of any exes or anything like that. Maybe like a high school
your
prom.
Wife since you guys were young, though, right?
We still young, but no, we met in college, but I didn't do the traditional quick 4 years in college. So you know, after I was an adult when I got out of college. You know, I was a grown man. So, seriously. Honestly,
but you finished.
I finished. That was a good thing. I'm saying I got so old, and I had teachers that was sleeping on my couch, professors but no, we've been together for years and years. But I think that those old pictures, those old memories, you got to let those.
You do have to let those go.
You can keep them in mind, but
sometimes it's time to go in a different direction and not hold on to the past and stuff like that. Which kind of reminds me of something I thought of today. I posted about this on Facebook earlier today. Actually, when this comes out, it'll probably be the day before. I was actually going down a street that I go down a lot in Atlanta. It's an area between Fulton County and East Point, or Atlanta East Point, and it's called 166. It's a main corridor or main highway thoroughfare where you can get from one end of the city to the other, kind of a cut through highway. And so I was going down that highway, and I was listening to an audio book. I was thinking about some work stuff, and then I had some things on my mind about my kids, right? So I wasn't really focused, and I started having a feeling that I needed to get off. And for some reason, I was just a little disoriented, you know? And so, but I still having this this nagging feeling, I need to go in a different direction. Okay. And so I was coming up to the exit, and right as I was kind of coming to, you know, kind of getting my orientation right, because you know how you get to driving and you forgot where you're at, you just know you're going. I came to my senses a little bit too late, and I passed my exit. Now my instincts were telling me you need to get off, you need to focus, you need to, you know, turn your blinker on, get into the right lane so you get off the highway. Well, instead of getting off the highway, I kept going because I missed my turn. There's two things I could have done. I could have kept going the wrong way and never get to my destination, which doesn't make sense, or I could do what I actually did, which was to, as soon as I realized I was going down the wrong direction, as soon as I could get a chance to turn around, I turned around and got back on the right path. And I think a lot of people in life, they're going in the wrong direction. Their instincts are telling them they're going in the wrong direction. The results that they have in life are telling them they're going in the wrong direction. But instead of stop going in that direction, they choose to keep going in the wrong direction as opposed to getting on a new path and going into the right direction.
Right.
So,
and you know what's interesting? Right now, somebody is engaged to be married, and they feel like, you know what? This is the wrong direction. I don't feel right about this. You know, and I need to. Don't get caught up in what other people are going to think if you say no. If you just say, you know what?
I can't do this.
I can't do this. You know. Walk away. I remember a guy that my brother actually went to college with. He was about to get married to this lady, but he was in love with his ex.
Wow.
Now, I wouldn't do what he did. He waited till like the day before the marriage, meaning the wedding, packed up all his stuff, and then drove to the other town to be with the other woman.
Oh my goodness.
You know, granted that lady's still looking for him.
Yeah.
But, you know, but really if you're in a situation, a relationship, a job, a business, a venture, you know, and sometimes you can get pulled into something that, wait a minute, I didn't realize this was what was being demanded of me. it's okay to say no. You know, it's very interesting. There is power in no.
Woo!
You know.
And no is a full sentence.
Yeah, right.
It's a complete sentence. No.
No. No. You know, any one of those. You know, no. Nicodemus,
but you also have to have.
Nicodemus, no.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
What?
So.
I know my place, but yeah, no is powerful.
No is very powerful, but you also got to be intelligent with it too. Meaning sometimes it could just be fear telling you to stop or go, and you got to know when it's fear and when it's just your intuition. Because there's times when I've been, for example, don't laugh at me, but when I went skiing, everything in me was like, no, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, right? But it was just fear. And as soon as I overcame that fear, which the only way I overcame it but was just doing it, I relaxed and enjoyed it. You know what I mean? And it was fun, but it was fear telling me don't do it, because I had all these ideas that I was gonna fall, I was gonna hurt myself, which I did fall, but I didn't hurt myself, you know, a little sore, but I didn't hurt myself.
Videos of that?
Actually,
you ain't gotta show me, we on the radio.
Okay, so anyway.
She get distracted really quick. Good gracious, you just picked. Oh, I can show you this real. Yeah. So yeah, you got back up. Keep it focused.
Stay focused. Also, if you're a person like me that gets distracted a lot, sometimes it could be what you're eating. It just a whole other story. But I'm not gonna get into that.
Here we go. Yeah.
That's okay.
We don't want to get banned on YouTube and radio stations too.
In fact, I'm not gonna say could be. 90% of the times, it is what you're eating. So for those of you that suffer from issues where you're hard to focus.
Now you're saying mentalness, and
it does. It is a lot of it's food. Yeah. Yep.
Oh boy.
Absolutely. Here's the funny thing, Marty, and I told you this. I told you this a couple weeks ago.
Is Alzheimer's about food too?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Not hereditary.
It can be. It is hereditary, but it can be controlled and made better with what you put in your body.
So like people like, I don't know, like people that lived, my grandmother who always lived off of the land, and my mother who always lived off the land. You always
gonna have that one example where somebody was perfect and never did anything wrong.
But no, my grandmother had Alzheimer's, but she didn't smoke, she didn't drink, you know, she
Mine
had a
either.
good life.
Mine too.
Mine too, and I don't think that she was gonna, I hope
Mine
she's
was
not.
88 and she died with Alzheimer's.
Now, if I could say that they pretty much ate the best food.
Also another contributor.
Because they grew their own.
Are you gonna let me?
Wait, well, I just wanted to make sure I put this. They grew their own with no preservatives and everything.
Right, but did they use deodorant?
Did they use
aluminum? A lot of the
they were in the country. They probably didn't have deodorant.
I'm sure they had deodorant.
No, they did. They it was 11 kids in a 2-bedroom house.
So anyway,
they used lard maybe to cut down the
So
smell.
anywho, scientific studies have shown that, which is why you're starting to see more and more natural deodorants, which I was aware of in the late 90s, and now people are starting to talk about it in 2020, 2021. Aluminum is a contributor to Alzheimer's, and also there's issues with breast cancer and different cancers that can be attributed to what you put on those glands up under your arms.
Just want to make sure, you're saying now that deodorant leads to Alzheimer's?
There's certain types of deodorant. There's been a link to certain types of deodorant and Alzheimer's.
Yeah, I've been listening to Donnie Jones live. Donnie Jones and Marty McFly. I'm just saying, I've really enjoyed doing this show. If we are banned, I just want to say, it's been a great year, and you take what comes at you, If y'all ever wonder why.
Most anything that people deal with in our society today can be attributed to food. All you got to do is Google it.
Okay, yeah.
So anyway.
Did you just say just Google it?
Oh gosh. So anyway.
Well, I read that on the internet, so it's facts.
I'm talking about doctors and scientific studies have proven this stuff. Anyway, what do you got planned for this weekend?
Not going on your Facebook page.
Okay, so anyway, you guys, thank you for checking us out.
This weekend, I am enjoing life.
Okay,
but thank you for checking us out. We ain't got time to get through all of Jesus.
Whatever. Call us at 1-888-349-DONI. That's 1-889. What is it? What is it?
1-888-349 Donnie
3664.
Yep. Or find us on
Facebook, Instagram. I think
not
I'm still on
Facebook,
Facebook.
no. Just Instagram. She might send you a text of her post because they ain't gonna be long, but yeah. But love y'all. Have a wonderful week.
Yes.
Please don't get banned from nothing else this week.
I ain't gonna get banned. We'll talk to you next week.
Yep.
Bless.
It's Doni Jones Live, Doni Jones Live. It's Doni Jones Live, Doni Jones Live. It's Doni Jones Live, Doni Jones Live.